If you're moving to Austin, getting a home with a beautiful swimming pool is a dream for many people, especially in the middle of our hot summers here. But there are two words that can turn that dream into a complete nightmare: concrete cancer. In this video, I'm going to give you a general overview of concrete cancer, why we've been seeing it in Central Texas, and some ways you can protect yourself if you do want to buy a home with a pool or in case you want to build a pool yourself in Austin. So the official term for concrete cancer is alkali silica reaction, or ASR. And it's basically when the concrete that was supposed to hold the water in from the pool ends up falling apart, getting cracks, and then the water leaks out, and basically the pool becomes unusable. And it can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars because there's not an easy fix to just patch or replaster the pool. You literally have to tear the pool out and rebuild a new one. So it is a nightmare for homeowners. And it's a problem that kind of became more prevalent during the pandemic era when there were times that it was hard to get materials. And so there were a couple of key aggregate solutions that needed to be added into the concrete in order for it to be tight and to be solid. And in some cases, the pool companies ran out of that material, they couldn't get it. And so they put in cheaper concrete mixes that didn't have the right ingredients. And so as a result, we are seeing some pools that were built during that 2020 to 2022 timeframe that could have ASR. Now, it can take a few years for it to show up. Normally it starts showing up like in 2 to 3 years, but in some cases it could take a little longer. And the signs are that you'll start seeing cracks on the interior and the exterior of the concrete on the pool. And it just looks like eggshell cracks. A lot of times they're white because of the calcium deposits. And it's just a nightmare and something that I was afraid of. We just built a pool ourselves in the last year. And so I'm just gonna share a few tips so that you don't end up buying a money pit and spending a premium to get a home that has a pool, because it's always cost a little bit more, and then finding out that you're getting into a nightmare. So one tip I have is that if you're going to buy a home with a pool, just look at the year that it was built. I actually feel a little safer if the home was built prior to that pandemic time period. Also, look and see who was the builder of that pool, because what we saw was there's some smaller companies that built the pools, then they had issues, they got into lawsuits, and they just went out of business, canceled their warranties, and just disappeared. Some of them might have renamed themselves or, popped up in different places, but I would definitely find out who is the pool builder. Are they still in business? Is there a warranty still in place? You can always have an inspection done with a pool company to come out and look to see if there's signs of cracking. But honestly, the only way you can really tell if a pool has ASR is if a structural engineer comes out and they drill core samples out of the sides of the pool. And they would have to test that in a lab and get the results back to know for sure if the pool has ASR. Now, that kind of testing is thousands and thousands of dollars. And so no homeowner is going to want to pay that money. You certainly wouldn't pay that just to inspect a home that you may or may not buy. So really it just comes down to, having an inspection done, doing the research on who the pool company is. And then again, if enough time has passed, enough years have gone by and there's no signs of cracking, that could also make it a little bit safer to trust that this pool does not have that issue, because normally the cracking starts to appear within the first few years. By 5 or 6 years, you definitely would have seen the issue start to pop up. Now, I am not an expert on pools, so please don't take my word as the absolute, piece of advice, but I'm just warning clients because this is something that happened in the Central Texas area. And so anytime clients are buying a home with a pool, this is something I want to warn them about. Now, if you're going to build a pool, which is something my husband and I just did in the last year, definitely do your research on companies, find out how long they've been in business, what was their experience with ASR in 2021, 2022, when it was kind of an issue. How do they guarantee that that's not going to happen with this pool that they're building? What does their warranty or policies look like? And just get, referrals from people that have used them, especially people that maybe bought pools from them a few years ago. Ask if they have clients that they can, give us testimonials from. And just do your research until you feel like you really trust the company that you want to use. So that's what we did. We're very happy with the pool that we have, and would definitely give you some advice if you're wanting to look, at building a pool yourself. So if you have questions about ASR or about neighborhoods with pools and things in Austin, I will definitely answer those questions. Just drop them in the comment section below. And also make sure you subscribe to our channel, because we put out helpful videos like this just to warn you about things that could go wrong. We always want to protect our clients when they're moving out to the Austin suburbs.